It's nice to see you back at East End Park. Thank you for speaking to the Heritage Trust.
No problem.
When you arrived at Dunfermline, you were signed by David Hay.
Yes.
And David had just taken over from Jimmy Calderwood, who left us to go to Aberdeen, and we just had the cup final. So you played in the European game that we had in Iceland.
Yes.
You won as a sub.
That's right. The one and only time I've been in Iceland.
Yeah. So what was that experience like?
The European game? I think it was unusual in terms of, I don't think Dunfermline had a lot of experience in Europe at that particular time. I think we played the second leg at McDermott. Can't remember why.
Plastic pitch.
That's what it was. So I remember, so it was just the whole tie was a bit bizarre. Experience of Iceland as well, but like, it was good. It was obviously on the back of them having some success the year before, and I was just happy to be signed and involved.
Because everybody knows your career started off at Celtic, and you were there for a good number of years, and then you went down south to Sheffield Wednesday.
Sheffield Wednesday, yeah.
And then came back up, played with St Johnstone, and then the move came to Dunfermline. So how did the move come about then?
There was a connection. Obviously Davey worked at Celtic when I was there, and I didn't have a lot of dealings with him, but he obviously knew me as a player. I was actually in Canada at my sister's. My sister and brother-in-law were living in Canada, and I got a phone call from Davey to ask if I was interested to come here. I'd obviously had a reasonably good season at St Johnstone. Unfortunately we hadn't get promoted, so I wanted to kind of move on. Dunfermline won the Premier League and I wanted another crack at that, so that's how it came about basically.
What was your experience like then playing at Dunfermline? Because as we said earlier, we had the plastic pitch then.
I didn't really mind the plastic pitch, to be honest. I was never one for complaining about it. It was always, let's say, it suited my style, to try and play football on it. It wasn't as if you were coming here and pitches were getting cut up. I know there was a lot of complaints about it, but I didn't mind too much about the plastic pitch. We also got to train on it as well at times. I was just happy to be back in the Premier League. Jimmy Calderwood's squad obviously did really well. There was some really good players here at that time, and David came in and added a few, and obviously we were looking to kick on. The football didn't work out. The couple of seasons I was here, I think Davey actually lost his job and Jim took over to keep us in the division. So it could have been better from that point of view, especially after the 2 or 3 seasons before that they did really well. But I enjoyed my time here. I've got a lot of good memories, met a lot of good people, played with a lot of good players. So I do look back at it with a bit of fondness.
Because at that time you had the likes of Skerla would be here, and Craig Brewster.
Big Brew, aye. Big Brew. I played up front with Brewster, aye.
What was that like?
Just an intelligent footballer. He was coming to the end of his career. I think he was about 50 at the time. But no, he could see the quality. He could link up with him. He held the ball up, and it was actually, I don't think there was much pace between the two of us, let's say, up in that partnership, but we could certainly, play off each other. But there was a lot of good Scottish boys in it. You talk about Skerla, but the young brothers were here. Gary Mason, Barry Nicholson, Scott Thompson, Scott Wilson. There was a lot of good boys there that had seasoned pros, had been over the course and played a lot of games here and elsewhere. So it was a good dressing room.
I think it was a disappointment in the way that season went because we'd had such success under Jimmy Calderwood, and the fans probably thought that it was going to carry on again, but it didn't work out, as you say, and Davy Hay lost his job, and Leash did come in and saved the day for the last 3 games.
Saved the day, and I think we beat Dundee out there.
Dundee and beat Dundee United as well.
And it was just a funny one because Leash came in and did his speech, his inspirational speech. But I think alongside that, I think the boys were ready for that game. I think we'd all kind of met in-house as well. Weren't happy, obviously David lost his job, it's not a nice thing. And you feel responsible, the boys were ready for that game. I remember, I think Desi Young scored a few goals, and I think we just steamrolled Dundee that day. And then we went up to Tannadice. I think I came off the bench. I think I was involved in the goal. And all I remember is Leash with his aeroplane celebrations at the end. So it was good. It was important for the club at that time, obviously, staying in the division.
Yeah. And then we went to Kilmarnock and nearly died a day.
Aye. No, it was just the main thing was to kind of go over the line and stay in the division. Thankfully we did that.
And then the next season, 05-06, you didn't play as often as you probably would have liked to have played, but Jim Leishman was still the manager then, but you had a few injuries.
Had a few injuries, yeah. It was a funny one, football, because I'd went to Sheffield Wednesday and had an ongoing injury for the best part of a year. Suddenly you get labelled, injury prone. I'd never had any problems at Celtic. And then it was important for me to come back and play a season at St Johnstone, injury free. Unfortunately, when I came here, I picked up 2 or 3 injuries, it kind of plagued that second season, and you get labelled again. So it didn't work out the second season, as you say, I didn't play as much as I would have liked to. And it was just one of these things, and I remember getting taken into the office just along there with Leash to say, that's it, you can go. Which is never nice in football, but it's part and parcel. And I went to Partick after that. So, as I say, I look back at it here, some great memories, even driving along that road to Glasgow there, bringing back all the memories of the car share that I had.
Who did you share with?
I shared with the young brothers, Alan McGregor when he was here, Bryn Halliwell. So I always met them at Kincardine Bridge. I was in Dunblane at the time. Met them at Kincardine Bridge, and whoever's turn it was to drive, and the other 4 would probably sleep.
But you reached the CIS Cup final.
We did, aye, we did. Again, just funny things in what I remember, we played, was it Livingston in the semi-final, Easter Road. And I remember the team talking, the team goes up and you look for your name. Thankfully I was playing. Thought I did alright that night. Came to the final, I wasn't starting, so another wee disappointment on a personal note. I think I came off the bench in the second half. The game was gone by then. But yeah, another good achievement for the club. Just a pity. I think at that time, Dunfermline were in a few finals. It was just a pity that they couldn't go that one step further.
It always happened to be Celtic.
Always, aye. Which was a problem. But yeah, good memories as well. As I say, I would have liked to have started the game, but I got a bit of game time.
You scored 4 goals for us, and funnily enough, when I was checking it out, that the 4 goals, you scored 2 against Hibs in different games and 2 against Aberdeen in different games.
It's funny that, because when I was at Celtic I had a good record against those 2 clubs as well. They were probably, if you took my Celtic goals, I would probably say most of them were against Hibs and Aberdeen, for whatever reason. Don't know.
Players seem to have clubs that they
do. Just when you mentioned that there, it's definitely, I remember Aberdeen and Hibs being probably the favourite ones on me to get goals at Celtic as well.
When you're talking about playing under David Hay and Jim Leishman, what were they would be totally different as managers?
Aye, Big Leish is larger than life, his character. Davy was a wee bit more quiet, but he still had that side to him. I remember when we were going through that period just before I think he lost his job, he left us in no uncertain terms through in the dressing room, what he was thinking. I actually was taken aback one day because I hadn't been playing at the start for whatever reason. I hadn't been playing or coming off the bench, and he was going round everybody in the dressing room, and I thought, I'm getting away with this now because I haven't played. He actually hammered me even more. He says, why are you not even in my team? And I'm thinking, well, you picked the team. But I think what he was trying to say was you need to be doing it in the training pitch, just to try and get everybody to raise it another 5-10%. So he was one that you wouldn't cross. I don't really remember seeing that side of Leish, I know he'd been here before, maybe he'd mellowed by the time he came back, but I wasn't on the end of a tongue lashing for him.
When saying that's a surprise about Davy Hay, because Davy Hay always seemed to be so calm.
By the way, Davy's got a reputation at Celtic as well, not to be messed with. I think they called him the silent assassin, on and off the pitch. so you definitely didn't mess with him.
What do you feel was your best game for Dunfermline?
I think I recall it was a Celtic game out there. I think I broke my foot. Somebody, can't remember who it was, one of the big centre halves at Celtic stood on my foot in the first half, and it was the only time I was up against my mate as well, Jackie, who was obviously here. So that kind of sticks in my. I thought I had a good game, and I came off in the second half, about 70 minutes in, and it was only then that I realised I'd broke my foot. I think just because it'd been in my boot and the adrenaline of the game, I just persevered, because I think this had happened early on in the game. So that's the one that kind of sticks in my mind.
I think a lot of folks, when you were talking about the game against Livingston at Easter Road, a lot of people reckoned that was one of your best games.
The only reason I probably don't mention that is because the job I was asked to do that night was a defensive job as well. You know, I was playing against Dave Mackay, the fullback who was going that way, so I remember doing a lot of defensive work, and for me that's a part of the game that I really liked. So it probably is the reason why that one doesn't stick in. I was there to do a job that night, rather than, you know, in expressing yourself going forward.
Yeah. Playing alongside Craig Brewster, he always seemed to be an intelligent player, Craig Brewster.
Yeah, he was, because that's why he lasted as long as he did, because I don't think Brew he'd admit himself, I don't think he was ever one to have blistering pace. And I kind of put myself in that category as well. So when you don't have that pace to rely on, you have to be clever, you have to be thinking about things before your opponent. And I think that's what he did, you know. And I think when I played with him, there was just a relationship there. You kind of know with certain players what each other's want to do with the ball. So it was good for that kind of short period that I played with him.
Who's the best player that you played with
here?
And against?
Against here?
Not just here, but
one of the players, I don't know if it's a guy, Robert Prozanetsky, I played against for Celtic. He was at Barcelona, and he was getting on, and it was a friendly game. It was a 0-0, but it was a 0-0 doing at Celtic Park. We hardly got a touch, and again I was asked to do a defensive duty on him that night. I couldn't get anywhere near him, and I knew he was a chain smoker, and I knew he was old, and I thought, why can I? But it was just clever. So I always talk about that. That's one that sticks. The best player I played with here, played with a lot of good players. I was thinking about it on the way through tonight. I liked playing with Lee Meikle when he was here. Another clever footballer who I just kind of built up a relationship with, in training and in games. You knew what he was going to do. You knew if it was going to be a wee clever 1-2 or a disguise. It's just, you build up relationships with players like that, and I know he wasn't here a particularly long time. I think he was probably the best I played with here.
Yeah. After you left here, you went to Partick Thistle, and they had a successful time at Partick Thistle as well.
Yeah.
And then, as you say, you went into coaching and with one of our ex-players as well, Jackie.
Yeah.
So, did your experience as a player put you in good stead for the coaching managerial?
I think it did. If you'd asked me at 30 to 35 if I wanted to get into coaching or management, I probably would have said no. But we kind of fell into it at Partick Thistle. I think he was striving to be a manager, and he got the opportunity at Partick, wanted me in as his number two. He'll go on record as saying he retired me at 35. I remember having a conversation with him saying, I can still play here. He says, no, you're in the dugout with me, you know, I want another set of eyes here. So that was fine. We had some success at Partick that got us to go to Dundee United. But I think with my experience in football, I've always taken that into consideration, whether it's been setting up coaching, preparing the team for a match day, or just stuff, you know, day to day, managing players. You know, the characters in a dressing room, something makes him tick, a different thing makes him tick. But I've always tried to do it, you know, and look the other side. You know, me as a player, would I have liked that training, would I have responded to that way of coaching? So I've always took that on board. You know, it's 20 years experience in football, so it'd be daft naughty.
So, are you still involved in football, and what do you do now?
A bit of this and that. I've been doing a bit of media. actually. Went to a tournament, Star Sixes tournament last year with Scotland. It was like a six-a-side thing. It was fantastic, and on the back of that got a bit of work with a betting company, just doing kind of Scottish Premiership previews and stuff. And through that, other wee things have came about. I'd like to get back into the coaching, obviously, at some point. My good mate's still down at York. He's the CEO at York, so maybe we'll get together at some point.
At some point.
Yeah.
Well, Simon, thank you very much for speaking to us, and it's nice to see you back here at East End Park.
Happy to be here. Thank you. Cheers.